Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, I'm Hestiani. I will explanation about the psychology of second language acquisition in book introduction, second language acquisition chapter 4. Okay, discuss first language and the brain. Notion the particular location in the brain may be specialist for language function, the back at last into the 19th century. Paul Pierre Broca, 1861 and 1865, observed that an area in the left frontal lobe Broca's area appeared to be responsible for the ability to speak and noted that an injury to left side of the brain was much more likely the result in language loss than was an injury to the right side. Discuss 2. Learning process. Okay, psychology provides us why there are three major frameworks for the focus on learning process is information processing or IP, connectionism, and complexity theory. Okay, in information processing or IP is a process based on IP are concerned with the mental process involved in language learning and use. These include perception and the input of the information, the information organization and regulation of internal or mental representation and retrieval and output strategies. Connectionist approach. Connectionist approach to learning have much in common with IP perspectives, but they focus on the increasing strength of association between stimuli and responses rather than on the inferred abstraction of rules or on restriction storing. Indeed, from a connectionist perspective, learning essentially is changed in the strength of this connection. Some version of this idea has been present in psychology at since the 1940 and 1950. C. M. C. Celan, Ramelhart, and Hinton for an overview of historical development, but connectionism has reshaped with disparate attention as a model for first and second language acquisition only since the 1980s. Next, complexity theory, following Larsen Freeman, is closely related to what others in S.L.A call dynamic system theory, complex system theory, and chaos theory. The approach traces introduces the theoretical development in the natural science, where its general goal has been to describe an explanation chain in complex systems, including language. Its first application to second language acquisition. Discuss 3. Different in learners. In chapter 3, we considered the basic question of why some L2 learners are more successful than others from a linguistic perspective. And in chapter 4, we will again consider this question from the perspective of the social context of learning. Here we address the question from a psychological perspective, focusing in difference among learning themselves. The different we are from here are age, sex, aptitude, motivation, cognitive style. For personality, and learning strategies. Okay, age. It is a common belief the children are more successful to learners than adults, but the evidence for this is actually surprisingly equivocal. Sex. Most research on the relation of learner sex and S.L.A has been concurred with cognitive style of learning strategies or to issues of the variety of L2 is being accurate or opportunity for input and interaction social factor to be discussed in chapter 4. Aptitude. The assumption that there is a talent which is specific to language learning has been widely held for many years. The following four components were proposed by Carroll as underlying this talent in they constitute the base for most aptitude tests is phonemic coding ability, introductive language learning ability, grammatical sensitivity, and associative memory capacity. Okay, next, motivation. Another factor which is frequently cited to explain why some L2 learners are more successful than others is individual motivation. Motivation largely determines the level of effort which learners expend at various stages in their L2 development, often key to ultimate level of proficiency. Cognitive style. Cognitive style refers to individual prefer with a processing, i.e., of perceiving, conceptualizing, organizing, and recalling information. Personality. Personality factors are sometimes added to cognitive style in characterizing more general learning style. Next, learning strategies. Differential L2 outcomes might also be affected by individual learning strategies, i.e., the behaviors and techniques they adopt in their efforts to learn a second language. Discuss 4. The effect of multilingualism. The possible gains or costs of multilingualism in relation to other cognitive faculties of process have been a matter of speculation and study for many years. Okay, finally from me, hope you understand. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.